Good afternoon, good evening. Hello friends, Kevin from Personal Tutor. Long time since I've taken a poem. Today we are studying the poem The Frog and the Nightingale by Mr. Vikram Seth, written in the year 1994, published by Evergreen Publications, later on taken by the Ministry of Education and used in the 10th CBSE English textbooks. The reason this story has been taken into the 10th CBSE books is because this story revolves around a honing talent, that is of a nightingale and a cunning frog, who actually goes ahead and monetizes her talent, uses her at the end when the talent's exhausted, lets her die. The poem goes as: the frog croaking around in the bog endlessly, threatened by the people yet unharmed, and croaks around exclaiming that the bog is his and he can sing around, he can jump around, do whatever. One day, one fine morning, our pretty little nightingale approaches the bog and starts singing while sitting on a tree. The inhabitants of the bog come around and meet together and actually have a gala time listening to the song of the pretty little nightingale. Once she stops singing, they go ahead, clap for her and go back. Mr. Frog, being a chauvinistic brute, approaches the nightingale, uses buttered, honeyed words to hone her talent and sing more. He emancipates her falsely, that she falls as a prey in his charm and is forced to work up on the nature of the frog. The frog makes her sing and actually starts selling up the tickets, starts honing the selves, starts giving out the various measures through which he can earn money and making concerts, sort of thing. He goes ahead and makes her practice more in the rains, off the rains, exhausted, feeling tired. He asks her to give a shrill voice, to give a change. At the end, the vein gets burst, the nightingale dies, and the frog once again claims himself to be the master of the bog. It's a sad ending, a very sad one. The frog here depicts the reason this story, this poem is mentioned in the 10th class CBSE, because my friends, now is the time you're going to approach, you're going to hone your talents, you're going to seek yourself, you are actually going ahead and getting a touch of what you have inside. You need to be aware of people honing up your talents. You need to be aware of people using your talents, using you for the betterment of self. The special reason here. We'll discuss about a few question and answers in this poem, beautifully mentioned by Mr. Vikram Seth. We do have a few more suggestions on you going ahead and checking out the stuffs that are provided by us in our various blogs. What I would suggest you is, if you have any such questions, do go ahead and comment us as well. We are always ready here to help you. Especially you can contact me as well. We have many other videos through which you can go ahead and check out the stories. The question and answers that I'll be going ahead and discussing right now would be a brief of the poem. Now, question number 1 goes ahead. Have you come across people who are not what they seem to be, like someone who is extremely friendly and helpful, yet you are not very comfortable with them, or feel is put on and this certain things? Although this is a discussion based question, I would suggest you to give a brief and a thought on various people surrounding you, trying to be very good, trying to use you up, yet you do not feel comfortable with time. My friends, I would suggest you move away from them, frankly. This is the right time to do this. I have come across certain things as well. Thus, I would warn you and request you to rectify and justify yourself on the very things as well. The following is a summary of the poem. Now, I'll put up a summary as well. The first point goes, a frog croaked all night in a bog in an unpleasant way. We'll start with that. It goes ahead as the frog going ahead and croaking the whole night. One night, the beautiful nightingale began to sing in a melodious voice. All the creatures came. The next night, the frog introduced himself. He offered to train the nightingale, obviously the nightingale, to be trained. Now, this really sounds funny. The nightingale being dumb enough not to understand a frog croaking around, training her. This really seems amusing. The frog charged an admission fee and earned a lot of money from the concert as well. As a result, the nightingale's voice lost its beauty by practicing day in, day out in rains and winters in shrill voice, and the vein gets burst and she dies. Now, finally, the frog again goes ahead and becomes. There are certain situations, the practice session when it's raining, the nightingale offers herself to the frog in order to go ahead and get herself a name acclaim that she never knew was being capitalized by the chauvinistic frog. She practices in the rain, she shivers, she feels cold, yet she wants to go ahead and have the fame that actually leads her to losing her voice and in fact losing the life as well. The poem was specially depicted by Mr. Vikram Seth about the rich and ambiguous, cunning, clever people around, using the talented ones, once honed, losing them and let them go. It has more depth than depicted. Thus, I would suggest you to read between the lines and understand. Got any questions? Do comment below. Want to know something about us? Just click the button about us. You can get the data online or in a pen drive on request. Thank you very much. Signing off today, Kevin.